Good morning. Good morning, Shannon. I'm actually trying to see if I can bring it up on my screen. Oh, not really, hey? Oh, there I am. Okay, cool. How are you today, Goddess? I hope you're doing okay. I'm like blown away by all of the fucking snow. And my 5K hike this morning is canceled due to the 7 hours of snow shoveling that I think I'm going to have to do today. It's brutal out there. I can't believe it. Like, we totally got dumped on. I'm not sure how many people in this group are from our area. I think the majority of them are. So it's definitely a stay home hoodie kind of day, I think. Oh, yeah. So I thought today we would talk about what to do when you get dumped on. I can't believe how much snow we got over. Yeah, I can't believe it either. I did go out and shovel a couple times yesterday, and I still can't get out of my yard. I'm gonna have to work on that. Karen's still in bed. So yeah, I thought it would be really fitting for us to kind of have a chat about what to do when you get dumped on, because I feel like we totally got dumped on today over the last few days. It's crazy. And just the road conditions I've been watching, and I'm like, oh my god. Apparently there was like people on the road still at like 3 a.m. Like, what are people doing? What are they doing out there on the roads in weather like this at 3 a.m? It's crazy. Anyway, crazy. So, I hope you have coffee. Does everybody have coffee? Oh yeah. Apparently I'm not very techy this morning either. Oh, okay, so what to do when you get dumped on. So I think there's a lot of times on this entrepreneur journey that we feel alone, and we feel crushed. Crushed by all the snow. It's kind of like getting dumped on by all the snow. And a lot of times we get to this point where we feel like things just are not working out. Things are not working. It doesn't matter what you do. There's been lots of times on this journey for me that I have just thought, oh my god, you know what? I'm just going to go get a fucking job. I'm just going to go get a job because this is hard. And what I've learned is, and actually it's funny because I was just talking to a lady on the weekend as well. Hi, Tanya. How are you? Did you guys get lots of snow? There's been lots of times on my journey where I thought I would just go and get a job because this entrepreneur journey, it's hard. It's hard, and there's a lot of times where you really just feel alone because the people that go out and they do their 9-to-5 jobs, or they have jobs they work, whatever that looks like, they don't understand. They don't understand this journey that we're on. It really takes for you to go and find that within yourself. It's like a passion or a fire that gets lit up when you start following your purpose and what you feel like you're meant to do in this life. And it really does come from the heart, and it comes from the soul. And once I believe now I believe after all these years that once that fire is lit, you just can't put it out. You can't. It's always there. It's always burning inside of you. So you have to just come back. You have to come back to that place where when you decided to take this entrepreneur journey and figure that out, and what made you decide to follow that path. And you have to come back to that place and remember your why. Why did you start? What was it that drove you, or that pushed you to, to take the steps to be on this journey? You always have to know your why, because when this journey gets tough, you really have to go back to that. You have to go back to that why, so that you can find the courage and the strength to keep going. And it always changes and it evolves, and so do you. And you guys hear me say it all the time, right? Learn, grow, and evolve, and that's what we do. We learn, we grow, and we evolve. And as long as we always can come back to that why did we start in the first place, then we can find the courage to keep going. There's a lot of blocks that we've created in our minds subconsciously that try and hold us back, and it's not really just about creating, it is about creating abundance and whatever that looks like for you, because abundance can come in the form of money, and it can come in the form of freedom. Abundance can just be about following your path and doing what's right for you. And last Monday I talked about success and defining what success looks like for you. So really feeling into that, because everybody's idea of success is different. Everybody's idea of successful looks different. And it's really about, checking in with you and your soul and your heart and deciding what that looks like for you. And then figuring out what your why is. Why are you doing it? Why? Because you want that freedom, because you want that abundance, and you want that success in whatever ways that looks like for you. So it's really important to always take that step back. And sometimes life does dump on us, sometimes it does. I've created courses over the years where I didn't have one person sign up, not one. And it's pretty heartbreaking when you put so much time and effort into what you're doing, and then nobody responds to it, and you're not getting any engagement. So you have to always go back and say, why did I start this? Why did I do this? And what is my why? Why do I need to keep going? I can't imagine myself working a 9-to-5 job anymore. I just can't. I believe I've reached a level of success where I have the freedom that I want and that I desire to have in my life. Of course, now I'm just, now I'm revamping what that looks like for me, but I really just didn't want to do that government job or that 9-to-5 job anymore. And so I'm there now, and I don't think I could ever go back. So that's what keeps me moving forward. I will always just keep moving forward. Persistence. It's being persistent. The journey itself is a journey. It's a journey, and it's not going to happen overnight. Manifestation doesn't happen overnight. And I think there was a lot of controversy when books like or movies like The Secret came out, and everybody was like, oh my God, I'm going to manifest everything that I want to have in my life. But the reality is that manifestation is not saying, is not ordering it from Amazon. You can't just say, hey, I want to do this and I want to do that. And I mean, you can, and that's part of it. And part of it, 80% of it is like changing our mindset around that and really getting clear on what it is that we want to bring into our lives. But we have a lot of blocks. We have a lot of abundance blocks in our subconscious mind that have been created and passed down to us by our mothers, our grandmothers, our peers, our experiences in this life. And some of those blocks might look like our self-image, for one thing. You know, how do we see ourselves? And because if you don't see yourself as a successful entrepreneur, and if you can't envision that within yourself, then you won't be able to manifest that. You really have to see yourself as that success. And so understanding what that success looks like is obviously very, very important, right? We also have limiting beliefs within us, you know. I had limiting beliefs for a long time. I mean, we all do, and I still do, and I still have to work on them every day. And some of those limiting beliefs were like, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy of having all of those things. And some of those beliefs come from, you know, just where I grew up. Like, who the hell does a little girl from Goshen think she is being a successful entrepreneur? You know, if you come from small beginnings, where, you know, your family and your mothers and grandmothers and everybody's worked so hard in your lineage, that gets passed down to you, and that's a limiting belief for you. Not enough, you know. I can spend all day on social media comparing myself to what everybody else is doing, and that can leave me feeling like I could be drowning myself in it. Don't compare yourself. Ralph Emerson said that the comparing mind is the fall of genius, right? It's like you don't even know if you have that genius in you if you spend all your time comparing yourself to what everybody else is doing. Just do you. Your people will come. Hi, Pam. Thanks for joining. Emotions are another abundance block that we have. So I think this is especially hard for women because God, we're like so emotional. We're emotional beings. That's just who we are. And we're just wired like that. We're wired to be emotional beings. Habits are bad habits. Our bad habits can be an abundance block. I can admit I drank too much wine, guys. Just kidding. Our body and our health, how we see ourselves, can be an abundance block. The environment that we put ourselves in, that can be an abundance block. Our relationships can be an abundance block. We put time and energy into all of these different phases of our lives and different phases of our being. All of these things can be abundance blocks. So what are some of the abundance blocks that you guys have, and just really feeling into that and looking at all of these different areas of your life and saying, you know, what can I do to fix them? What can I do when I'm feeling dumped on, right? Pam, we're just talking about what to do when you feel like you're getting dumped on. Because as entrepreneurs, we've all been there. You know, we've all had this time where it's like, oh my God, I don't know if I can keep doing this. And it really is about, you know, going back and finding your why and looking at all of these different areas of our lives and how we can move forward. So talking about abundance blocks, I mean, of course, the law of attraction says that when you raise your energetic vibration to meet all of the things that you want to have and manifest in your life, that you're going to get all those things. But we need to also remember that there's 12 laws altogether, and the other law is that you actually have to do the work. So mindset work is only 80% of success, of the success that we wish to have and wish to bring into our lives. The other 20% is the action. So we have to take that inspired action to move us forward. So on a day like today, I'm feeling dumped on because I just got 3 feet of snow dumped in my yard. So I guess the inspired action is going to be to get out the damn snow shovel. And how do you guys feel about that? I would love to hear your comments. Or we can just hang out, drink coffee. definitely, I usually do a 5K hike in the morning, and today will be snow shoveling, not hiking. I'm not sure I could even hike in this weather. So yeah, so that was kind of what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. I just wanted to talk about, I had a lady reach out to me over the weekend, and we had a conversation about how sometimes this entrepreneur journey, hey Carol, thanks for being here, how this entrepreneur journey sometimes is a lonely one. People don't understand. Surround yourself with people who understand the journey that you're on, and so that when you start to feel down, when you start to feel dumped on, you can reach out to your sacred sisters and say, hey, I'm having a shitty day, man. What should I do? What should I do next? I don't know what to do next. There's always that going back to your why and figuring out, what your next step is. Understanding that fire and that passion that you had when you started this journey is still there, and it's not something that can be snuffed out. Sometimes it's like that old saying that when life gives you lemons, break out the tequila and have a margarita. Take a step back. Just take a step back and remember what your why is, and reach out to your sacred sisters, reach out to the people in your community, the people that are doing the same kind of work that you're doing. Surround yourself with powerful women, and we're here to support you, and we're here to, hold your hand and help you get through those tough times, for sure. I want every woman to succeed. I want us all to have whatever that level of success is that you're after, or that you see yourself in. There's always work to do. There's always work to do on the abundance blocks. Sometimes you need to pivot. Sometimes you need to change course. Sometimes you need to just take a step back, make a margarita, and do some self-care. Whatever that looks like for you, as long as you don't quit. We don't quit. You just persist. You keep going. That's the lesson, is you just don't quit. We keep working, we keep evolving, we keep growing, we keep learning, we keep peeling back the layers so that we can move forward, and we just don't quit. We just don't quit. I won't quit, ever. Feel into it. Feel into your why. Get really good and clear on what your goals are and what that success looks like for you, like we talked about last week, and then take the inspired action. That's what we do, and we do it over and over and over and over again, and until we reach that level of success, or until we've manifested all of those things that we wanted to bring into our lives. And then we reevaluate, and we learn, and we grow, and we evolve, and we just keep doing that. That's the journey, and we just learn as we go. Yeah, and I think that's all I have for you today. Monday morning coffee, unless you guys have a question, or you guys want to, I wish that we could just, maybe we should do this Zoom wise, so that you guys can have a conversation with me. That would be even better. I don't like the Facebook Live because I'm here, I'm trying to read your comments, and it's like a one-sided conversation where I'm talking at you instead of with you. I think Monday morning coffee should be like a conversation, a conversation amongst all of these beautiful minds that we have in this group. So maybe I'll throw that out there, and next Monday we'll just do a Zoom meeting. What do you guys think? I don't like talking at you. I want you guys to talk with me. So, and I find that really hard to do on Facebook Live. So I don't know what you guys are doing today, besides shoveling. I'm getting ready for my course. My course starts on Thursday. I'm kind of super excited about it. I have a really beautiful group of women that have showed up, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be epic. I always love a new course. It's just so exciting. It's so exciting to start something new. There's the snowplows going by already, so that's good. Okay, well, I guess if you guys don't have any questions for me, I'm going to post it in the group, though. If you guys are into doing like maybe a Zoom meeting on Monday mornings, we could stream it live into the Facebook group. But it would be nice if you guys could talk back to me. Just saying. It's a thought. What's my favorite mantra? I have an intention that I use every morning, and it was the very first one I ever created, and it's actually posted on my computer screen, and it's so old that like the tape is gross and the paper is getting all yucky, but it says, I am peaceful, light, and authentically free, and I am living in my abundance. And I keep it taped here. It's been taped here for quite a few years now, and it's starting to look pretty ratty. I should get a new one. I have all kinds of mantras that I use. I believe that changing our mindset is constant work. Like, it's constant work. I still struggle, and I still have to do the work every single day, especially when it comes to money. Money is such a hard one to get past. It takes a lot of work. It's one of the hardest blocks I've ever had to work with. So I do believe we can all do it. We can all make six figures and beyond. It's 80% mindset and 20% doing the work and being focused on the plan that you create, the vision that you create. I'm a firm believer in that. I've watched it happen for lots of women. So, yeah. Carol, you're beautiful. And I appreciate your support. I appreciate you being here. And I'm always here if you guys want to just reach out and have a conversation. So remember that. I appreciate every one of you for coming and showing up here this morning to have coffee with me. I actually never know what I'm going to talk about, and that's why I called it unscripted, because I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to wing it, because that's what I do. I wing it. I just remember that it comes from here, and that's all that matters. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Pam. You guys have a wonderful day too, and take it easy out there. Like, don't do too much snow shoveling. Don't hurt yourselves. That's like, it's crazy. I think we'll have to do it in sections, but we'll get her done, because you know why? Because we're powerful fucking goddesses that can do anything we decide we're gonna do. So you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here. I love you all very much. And yeah, if you have any comments or questions or things you want to talk to me about, please reach out. This group is small, and I love that about this group, that we're just here and we're hanging out. And yeah, reach out, have a conversation with me if you want to. I would love that. I'm all about the connecting. And if you haven't signed up for my abundance course, my magic money course, you still have till Wednesday to do that. If you have questions or you want to talk about it, please reach out to me. I love you all. I hope you have a good week. Stay the path. Be persistent. Be continually working on those blocks, and you will get past it. So I love you all. Have a wonderful day.